Honorable members, despite what is conveyed in this communication, the Assembly reserved the right to pursue the matter either internally or through other governance entities. Therefore, honorable members, the following members bear the greatest responsibility for the above said breaches of privileges and are hereby held culpable of the same. Number 1, Honorable Nicholas Kitavi Nzioka. 2, Honorable Stephen Nzue Mwandhi. 3, Honorable Judas Mbili Ndawa. 4, Honorable Felix Mutunga Ngui. 5, Honorable Raphael Nzao. 6, Honorable Charles Mbuva. 7, Honorable Phoebe Koki Mawa. 8, Honorable Ndena Ndilo. And 9, Honorable Catherine Chair. The said members are hereby and forthwith suspended from the House for 8 sitting days effective today, which was yesterday. The clerk is hereby directed to quantify the damages caused on Assembly property on the said date and surcharge the above named members, that the said damages be equally shared among above members named. The clerk of the Assembly is hereby directed to enforce these findings by the Speaker in accordance with the laws and the standing orders, particularly standing orders number 105, 105A, 106, and 107. The Sergeant at Arms shall now escort the said members out of the Assembly premises. And since it was happening yesterday, I think they have already been escorted. That is the communication for yesterday, and as I said earlier, it had been deemed to have been communicated and implementation started yesterday. Thank you. On the same breath, I have another communication that I should have made in yesterday afternoon session when the fracas continued and we couldn't do much yesterday afternoon. And this is the communication, honorable members. Honorable members, you are well aware of the unfortunate events that occurred today, which is now supposed to be yesterday. Such subversion of Assembly business would not be allowed. Anyone who is aggrieved by the communication from the chair is free to express their grievances in a civil manner or through the right legal means. Honorable members, in the morning fracas in the chambers, the members named here and under created an actual disorder, knowingly raised false points of order, used and threatened violence against the Speaker, other members and staff of the Assembly, abused their privileges in the House, committed serious breaches of the standing orders, and acted in ways to the serious detriment of the dignity or orderly procedure of the House. The members named here below are in serious breach of Section 16 of the County Assembly Powers and Privileges Act, number 6 of 2017. The said members committed gross misconduct per Standing Order 103, Suborder 1, and caused grave disorder per Standing Order 108 of the Assembly Standing Orders. They attacked the Speaker, engaged in fist fights, frustrated the Assembly sitting, created disturbances in the House, and assaulted the Speaker, members, and staff. The said members violently attacked and injured 2 sergeant at arms. They chased after the Speaker, occasioning her mental stress, fear, and apprehension, and caused a sergeant at arms to fall, thereby getting injured. They also attempted to grab the mace, which is a symbol of the authority of the House. Therefore, honorable members, owing to the breach of privilege and gross misconduct committed by the following members, the said members are hereby and forthwith suspended from the House for 28 sitting days effective today, which was yesterday. Number 1, Honorable Nicholas Kitavi Nzioka, Honorable Stephen Nzue Mwandhi, Honorable Felix Mutunga Ngui, Honorable Raphael Lakinzao, Honorable Catherine Che, Honorable Catherine Muya, Honorable Anastasia Mutevu, and Honorable Helen Ndeti. The Clerk of the Assembly is hereby directed to enforce this order by the Speaker in accordance with the law and the standing orders, particularly Order Number 105, 105A, 106, and 107. It is to be noted that the said members are to forthwith withdraw from the premises of the Assembly until their suspension is fully served. I believe if there are members within the premises right now, it is high time of the Sergeant at Arms to withdraw them and take them outside these premises. This communication is dated 10th day of June 2025 by the Honorable Speaker. Thank you, honorable members. Let's proceed. Clerk, next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kaviu, leader of Minority Party, to come forward and lay down the papers. Honorable Kaviu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish also to thank the members of the Maendeleo Chap for seeing it good to give me an opportunity to serve them and also to serve this House as the leader of the Minority Party. And I also wish to implore the members of the County Assembly. The few days ago, it has been a very bad time for this assembly, and specifically for the people of Machakos, that we have not been able to serve them because of violence and activities that have made it difficult. And therefore, I want to ask all members of the Machakos County Assembly, let's be united, let's focus and deliver to the people of Machakos, because we were never sent here to come and fight one another, and we want to assure them we are ready and we are going to serve them as it is required by the law. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I wish to lay the following papers. Honorable Speaker, I wish to lay the following papers on the table of the Assembly today, Wednesday, 11th June 2025. 1. The Machakos County Budget Estimate for the financial year 2025-2026. 2. The second Machakos County Supplementary Budget Estimate for the financial year 2024-2025. And third, half-year departmental budget implementation for the financial year 2024-2025 for the Department of Sewerage, Sanitation and Waste Management. 4. First, second, and third departmental budget implementation report for the financial year 2024-2025 for the Department of Small and Medium Enterprise. 5. The third quarter report for the financial year 2024-2025 for the Department of Health and Emergency Services. 6. 9-month financial statement for the financial year 2024-2025 for the following: A. Machakos County Executive. B. Machakos County Receiver of Revenue. Machakos County Revenue Fund, Machakos Level 5 Hospital, Kangundo Level 4 Hospital, Kadhiani Level 4 Hospital, Mwala Level 4 Hospital, Matu Level 4 Hospital, Adhriva Level 4 Hospital, Mutituni Level 4 Hospital, Kalama Level 4 Hospital, Kimiti Level 4 Hospital, Masinga Level 4 Hospital, Ndivini Level 4 Hospital, and 7, Annual Report of the County Public Service Board for the year ended 31st December 2024, and 8, Machakos County Valuation Roll. B,
I hereby commit all the papers to the relevant committees, except one paper, which is the Machakos County Valuation Roll. That particular paper, want to state as follows, that pursuant to the National Rating Act 2024, Section 34, subsection 7 and 8, the Assembly has 60 days to approve the roll. The roll was submitted on 28th March 2025, and 60 days lapsed on 28th May 2025. Therefore, the roll is deemed to have been approved, and I therefore am not committing it to the committee concerned for the time being. Thank you. I invite Honorable Francis Kavi once again to come forward and lay another paper.
Honorable Speaker, I wish to lay the following paper on the table of the Assembly today, Wednesday, 11 June 2025. The amended calendar of the Assembly for the 4th session of the 3rd Assembly. Thank you.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
At this point, I wish to invite Honorable Kaviu, Leader of Minority, to come forward and give some notices of motion.
Honorable Speaker, that aware that the House Business Committee is established pursuant to Standing Order 151, further aware that the committee comprises of the Speaker, who shall be the chairperson, E, the Deputy Speaker, Leader of the Majority Party, Leader of the Minority Party, and not less than 9 and not more than 11 other members, who shall be nominated by the Assembly parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session, reflecting the relative majority of the seat held by each of the Assembly parties in the Assembly and taking into consideration the interest of independence. Aware that pursuant to Standing Order 151, subsection 6B, F, the committee is mandated to monitor and oversee the implementation of the House business and programs and consider such matters as may from time to time arise in connection with the business of the House, and shall have and perform such powers and function as are conferred on and ascribed to it by the standing orders or from time to time by the House. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 151, subsection 1, I wish to give a notice of motion that the following honorable members be discharged from the committee. Honorable Constance Mbula, Honorable Mercy Njagi, and Honorable Francis Kaviu, and therefore be replaced by the following honorable members. 1. Honorable Dickson Maundu, Honorable Francis Ngunga, and Honorable Boniface Maeke. B. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Committee on Selection is established pursuant to Standing Order 152, further aware that the committee comprises of consisting the leader of majority party, who shall be the chairperson, the leader of minority party, and not less than 7 and not more than 11 members, who shall be nominated by the assembly parties and approved by the House. Informed that pursuant to Standing Order 152(2), the committee is mandated to nominate or substitute members to serve in the committees, save for the membership of the House Business Committee and Committee on Appointment. Honorable Speaker, I wish to give a notice that pursuant to Standing Order 152(1) on membership, Honorable Paul Mwanzia, Honorable Justus Mutuku, Honorable Phoebe Koki be discharged from the committee and be replaced with Honorable Evelyn Nzeki, Honorable Paul Wambua, and Honorable Francis Ngunga. C. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Committee on Powers and Privilege is established pursuant to Standing Order 189A and Section 15(1)B of the County Assembly's Powers and Privilege Act 2017, further aware that pursuant to the above provision, the committee comprises of the Speaker, who shall be the chairperson, the Deputy Speaker, and not more than other 3 members nominated by the Assembly parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session, reflecting the relative majority of the seat held by each of the Assembly parties and taking into consideration the interest of the independent members. Informed that the committee pursuant to Section 15 of the Powers and Privilege Act 2017 is mandated to consider breach of privilege. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the above provision, I wish to give a notice of motion that Honorable Constance Mbula and Honorable Mary Ndenya be discharged from the committee and be replaced by Honorable Joanna Munyao and Honorable Peter Kilonzo. D. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Speaker's panel is established pursuant to Standing Order 14A, further aware that the committee shall comprise of 4 members to be known respectively as the first, second, third, and fourth members of the Speaker's panel, and who may exercise all the powers vested in the Deputy Speaker. Informed that pursuant to Standing Order 14A(2), if the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker is unable to preside over the House, the Speaker shall appoint a member of the panel to preside the House. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 14A(1) on membership, I wish to give a notice of motion that Honorable Mary Ndenya be discharged from the committee and replaced by Honorable Peter Kilonzo. Thank you.
Honorable Curfew, just hold a minute. There's an amendment to be made to that document. Excuse me. Honorable Curfew, please take us through notice number D.
Thank you.
The amendments.
And finally, notice of motion D. Honorable Speaker, aware that the Speaker's panel is established pursuant to Standing Order 14A. Further, aware that the committee shall comprise of 4 members to be known respectively as the first, second, third, and fourth members of the Speaker's panel, and whom may exercise all the powers vested in the Deputy Speaker. Informed that pursuant to Standing Order 14A, 2, if the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker is unable to preside over the House, the Speaker shall appoint a member of the panel to preside the House. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 14A1 on membership, I wish to give a notice of motion that Honorable Anastasia Mutevu and Lloyd Mutua be discharged from the Speaker's panel and be replaced by Honorable Grace Bahati and Honorable Matthew Ndunda respectively. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Next order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that aware that Standing Order number 27, some order 2 provides that the Speaker shall interrupt business at 12:30 p.m. for the morning sitting. Honorable Speaker, aware that Standing Order 27, subsection 3 provides that the House may resolve to extend its sitting time. Further aware that, Honorable Speaker, Standing Order number 27, sub-order 4 requires that a motion to extend sitting time be moved at least 30 minutes before the time appointed for adjournment. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the motion that this House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day is concluded. I want to call the Honorable Deputy Minority Leader to second this motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. I now propose the question that this House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day is concluded. I now put the question that this House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day is concluded. As many as of the opinion say ayes. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kaviu, Minority Leader, to come forward and make a statement, that statement.
Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee met today on 11th June 2025 to prioritize businesses for the House as forwarded by the committee and honorable members pursuant to the provision of Standing Order number 151-6D. The committee balloted business as follows. Wednesday morning, 11th June 2025 at 10 a.m. A. Approval of the amended calendar of the amended calendar of the Assembly calendar. Motion of approval on membership in House Business Committee. C. Motion of approval on membership of the Committee of Powers and Privileges. D. Motion of approval on membership of the Committee on Selection. E. Motion of approval on membership of the Speakers Panel. And F. Motion on alteration of the calendar and adjournment of the House. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Next order.
Order number 8, motion, approval of amended calendar of the Assembly.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kaviu, Minority Leader, to come forward and take us through the motion.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that pursuant to Standing Order 25-4, this House approved the amended calendar of the Assembly for the fourth session of the Third Assembly as annexed in the order paper and as laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 11th June 2025. I call Honorable Joshua Monga to second.
I propose the question that pursuant to Standing Order 25, Suborder 4, this House approves the amended calendar of the Assembly for the fourth session of the Third Assembly as annexed in the order paper and as laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 11th June 2025. I now invite members to debate this motion. Honorable Paul Wambua.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I'm happy today we are back in the House and enjoying the peace that God has provided. Madam Speaker, I would like first to say that it's very shameful for members of the Assembly to come to work and decide not to do the work that they were called upon to do, and instead begin shenanigans of snatching the mess, which is the authority of the House. Madam Speaker, as an Assembly, we are ready to do the work that we were given, including business that is urgent, such as budget and the supplementary budget. And we can assure the Governor that once the committee is through with that business, we will come to the floor of the House, have a discussion, and have it approved. So, Madam Speaker, I stand to support the amendment of the Assembly calendar, noting that we had lost quite some time when the House was in suspension. And members, this alteration will also aid us recover some of the sessions that we lost. So, Madam Speaker, I support the alteration, and because I know we also have some other business, probably we can agree unanimously. I'm not limiting you to calling other members to contribute, but we can agree unanimously and move on to other business. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Maida.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to go straight to the issue as to why I'm seconding and supporting this motion, Madam Speaker. As honorable members recall, the financial year 2024-2025 is just about to end. We are 3 weeks towards the end of this financial year. And there's a high need for committees to retreat and go and handle key serious businesses. When we sat in the House Business Committee, we discussed this and saw it needful, despite the fact that we had just resumed yesterday. And actually, it is important that this House notes that we were even to adjourn yesterday so that the committees can be given room as per from today and proceed to deliberate on key issues, and especially, Madam Speaker, the supplementary budget, the appropriation, the budget and the budget discussion estimates. So, Madam Speaker, I want just to implore of the members that, and especially of key importance to note, is that the supplementary budget needs to be passed as immediate as possible. So I want to implore on the Committee of Budget and Appropriation Committee that in the shortest time possible, even if it means that them sitting even today or tomorrow, adopting it, the Speaker, you have powers even to gazette a special sitting so that we can come and pass the supplementary budget. Reason being why we need to do this. Reason why we need to do the supplementary budget, Madam Speaker. There are quite a number of allocations that were done in various sectoral departments, and they were not able to be absorbed. And 3 weeks down the line, Madam Speaker, the executive may not be able to absorb the same. So in order to do justice to those departments and to the people of Machakos County, and especially in terms of service delivery, we implore that committee to move with speed, including as late as early as even tomorrow morning, and give us the approval so that we may proceed and pass this supplementary budget. There's budget estimates, Madam Speaker. We still got around 3 weeks to go. So, and we already passed the county fiscal strategy paper, which actually defines the outcome of the expected budget, which might not change much, Madam Speaker, in terms of percentage, even not more than 20%. So actually, if they can bring us this document as early as even next week, Madam Speaker, I can tell this county executive that this document will be ready for consumption. So I want to ask members, when called for committees, kindly give up your time fully so that we can be able to pass these two key important documents and be able to move Machakos County to the next level. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Brian Kisila.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I'd like to start by congratulating you for sitting on your seat. That's where you belong. And those who are doubting that Madam Speaker is going anywhere, they should know that Madam Speaker is here to stay, and we are here for the long term. And I also want to thank my colleagues who stood with the Speaker throughout. The sober members of this assembly who stood for the justice, fairness of our Speaker, and for the autonomy of this assembly. What I want to assure wananchi wa Machakos is that these members who are here, who are in this assembly now, are the sober members of this assembly, and we are more than determined. We are more than determined to ensure that we put Machakos back on track, and we are going to ensure that we keep checks and balances in the executive to ensure the delivery to the people of Machakos. I want to echo what my friends and my colleagues are saying. We are not here to withstand anybody. We are here to work for people of Machakos. And the supplementary budget and the main budget, these members are very intelligent. We can even work even throughout midnight to pass this document. We want to assure people of Machakos, don't listen to what some people are saying. Some people out there are trying to make the Machakos County Assembly look like it's a chaotic place. This is a very orderly place. And as a ranking member, I want to caution the young ones who have just joined us that the Speaker has the powers. And as you can see from today, the powers of the Speaker are being felt far and wide. Let people respect the Speaker. Let people respect the autonomy of this assembly. Let the executive not start pushing any agenda through us. We are sober members, and we stand here to continue ensuring that we do what is right for the people of Machakos. So let nobody fear that because we are here, we are going to delay anything. We are going to pass the budget. And again, Madam Speaker, stand firm.
Thank you.
And know there are men and women who believe in saying the truth. And above all, there is God up there who is ensuring, who has actually seen us through. I want to say that, and I want to thank Mheshimiwa Dalana for being a very key member of our team. She has continued to assure us that there is God up there who ensures that the truth will always come out. And the truth is here, and everybody is seeing the truth. Thank you, honorable members.
Thank you, honorable member. May I call upon Honorable Dalana, please?
My name is Honorable Dalana, nominated by Maendeleo Chap. Speaker, I want to address you today. God
Proceed.
loves you so much.
Thank you.
You have gone through difficulties. If it is not God, you will be somewhere else. And I thank him for that. My kind request, Speaker, whoever's wronged you, forgive them and leave everything to God. We will pass supplementary budget.
Thank you.
Supplementary and budget. And I want to request Governor Wavina to use Machakos money in the right way. If not, God will do something. Thank you.
I now put the question that pursuant to Standing Order 25, Suborder 4, this House approves the amended calendar of the Assembly for the 4th session of the 3rd Assembly as annexed in the order paper and as laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 11th June 2025. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion replacement of membership of House Business Committee.
May I invite Honorable Kaviu to take us through.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, that aware that the House Business Committee is established pursuant to Standing Order 151. Further aware that the committee comprises of the Speaker, who shall be the chairperson, the Deputy Speaker, the Leader of Majority Party, Leader of the Minority Party, and not less than 9 and not more than 11 other members who shall be nominated by the Assembly parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session, reflecting the relative majorities of the seat held by each of the Assembly parties in the Assembly and taking into consideration the interest of independence. Aware that pursuant to Standing Order 151 6B and F, the committee is mandated to monitor and oversee the implementation of the House business and programs and consider such matter as they may from time to time arise in connection with the business of the House, and shall have and perform such powers and functions as are conferred on and ascribed to it by these standing orders or from time to time by the House. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 151-1, I wish to move the motion that the House approves the following members to replace the discharged members. 1. Honorable Dickson Maundu to replace Honorable Constant Mbula. 2. Honorable Francis Ngunga to replace Honorable Masinjagi. And Honorable Boniface Maeke to replace Honorable Francis Wambua Kavyu. Thank you. I call Honorable Maitha Mudhwani to second the motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Considering that this is a procedural adjustment in committees, Madam Speaker, I don't need to dwell much on it. I second it because it's a party matter. So as far as the parties are felt that there's need to do those replacements, Madam Speaker, I have no objection. I second.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I now propose the question that the House approves the following honorable members to replace the discharged members. Honorable Dickson Maundu to replace Honorable Constant Bula. Honorable Francis Ngunga to replace Honorable Masi Jagi. Honorable Boniface Maeke to replace Honorable Francis Kavyu. I now invite members to debate this motion. I now put the question that the House approves the following honorable members to replace the discharged members. Honorable Dickson Maundu to replace Honorable Constant Bula. Honorable Francis Ngunga to replace Honorable Masin Jagi. Honorable Boniface Maeke to replace Honorable Francis Kavyu. As many as our opinion say ayes, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10, motion, discharge, and the replacement of Committee on Selection members.
May I invite Honorable Kavyu? Is that so? Yeah, Honorable Kavyu to come forward and take us through that motion.
Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Committee on Selection is established pursuant to the Standing Order number 152, further aware that the committee comprises of consisting the leader of majority, who shall be the chairperson, the leader of minority party, and not less than 7 and not more than 11 other members, who shall be nominated by the assembly parties and approved by the House. Informed that pursuant to Standing Order 152-2, the committee is mandated to nominate or substitute members to serve in committee, save for the membership of the House Committee and Committee on Appointments. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that pursuant to Standing Order 152-1 on membership, Honorable Paul Mwanzia, Honorable Justus Mutuku, and Honorable Phoebe Koki be discharged from the committee and be replaced with Honorable Evelyn Nzeki, Honorable Paul Wambua, and Honorable Francis Ngunga. I call Honorable respectfully, and I call Honorable Paul Wambua to second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. It has been seconded. Thank you. Honorable Ngunga, you want to comment? Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thought the leader was going to call his deputy to second. But because I was seated behind, he didn't notice my eye. So I thought I should say something. I want to thank my members for finding it fit that I serve them
I
as
had not proposed.
sorry.
I had not proposed the question. Yeah. I now propose the question that pursuant to Standing Order 152, Suborder 1, on membership, Honorable Paul Mwanzia, Honorable Justice Mutuku, Honorable Phoebe Koki be discharged from the committee and be replaced with Honorable Evelyn Zeki, Honorable Paul Wambua, and Honorable Francis Ngunga. May I invite members to debate the motion, and maybe Honorable Ngunga, you can comment at that point.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Therefore, I was appreciating the members from Mandelo Chapter for finding me fit to serve as a deputy leader of business here. I want to promise them that we are going to be diligent, very careful in the way we discharge our duties going forward. This, as a procedural motion, Madam Speaker, I thought it was important that we mention to the members that, of course, there must be touching of hands here and there, but we want to promise them that, sometimes you don't give keys to the armory to suspicious soldiers. So the soldiers that we are going to give keys, ensure that you guard the armory, because the armory is a very important place. For those of us who are probably going to be touched, and we are going to ensure that everyone sits in committees, because that's a selection committee. It's just a matter of assuring members that we are going to be fair. We are going to ensure that everything is done. But while there, Madam Speaker, I would want to caution my colleague members so that we avoid this group catarsis. The element of thinking as a group. Everyone came here as an individual, Madam Speaker. I was elected as a representative for Mua, and I carry the aspirations, hopes, and dreams of people of Mua. And when I'm here, I should behave as if I represent the people of Mua, and the people of Mua are respectable people. Madam Speaker, the events from 8th to yesterday have been very deplorable. In fact, it has been a pity to associate ourselves with this assembly. But I guess going forward, Madam Speaker, members are going to tone down that temper. The members are going to see to it that we uphold ourselves as honorable members. Madam Speaker, I want to thank you for putting your feet down. I want to thank you for not giving up. At one time, I thought, Madam Speaker, you are going to break down. But I found those who brought you, those who elected you, had seen something else that you are not aware of. You are a resilient lady, you are a firm lady, and I'm sure you're going to put this assembly where it belongs. Members, let us support the Speaker. Let us support ourselves as we go forward. For those of us who are still outside in the streets, this is where we belong, and we are going to be here in a decent way. Madam Speaker, thank you for catching my eye.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to echo the words of Honorable Ngunga and say that with your support, members, we are going to take back this assembly to the glory that it has enjoyed. Reputation will go back. The independence will we will take back the independence, and the autonomy and everything that belongs to us, we are going to take it back. So long as we are covered by the law. That is what I promise, and going forward, we are going to work together. Thank you. Honorable Mike, Honorable Douglas, Honorable Katiti, Honorable Mwonga, Honorable Johanna, in that order. Give you an opportunity to say something.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. May I start by appreciating the Maendeleo Chap Party, because I belong to CCU, but you've really stood with me. You've donated me most of the committees, and you've extended even your hand once again and given me to serve in the House Committee under your slot. And I really appreciate you. And I don't take this just for granted. I thank you very much. And I want to say that, Madam Speaker, for the first time today, I've enjoyed being in the Assembly.
Thank you.
I studied in Kaba High School in those years, and we were operating under our motto, Operation Restore the Lost Glory. And I believe time has come that now, as the Assembly of Machakos, we may operate under our motto of restoring the lost glory. I'm going to quote from the good book, the book of Exodus, chapter number 18, verse number 21. And it says, "But select capable men from all the people, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them as officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. You've put, there is a motion that has come about the selection committee, and I've heard you name several people. Madam Speaker, I support that motion because I know the men who have been appointed, they are men of integrity, they fear God, and they are not dishonest. And I'm going to challenge them, even as they go sit down in select committee. This assembly is very big. Do not be envious of each other. Let all members enjoy the 4 committees. Let all members, despite whether in whatever side they come from. And I'm going to ask you, as you have remembered me in the CCU, I have my sister, Mheshimiwa Wanjiru. We come from the same party. As you sit in the select committee, because of our stand of coming here, because there are people who have been threatening people with the committees not to toe the line. I implore the select committee, go sit down with the fear of God, don't be dishonest, and even if it means us creating more committees for every member to have responsibility, let it be so. I'm one member who has suffered getting salary, which is very low, and we don't want any other member to pass what we pass through. Let us be different and let's set the pace. And I want to say, Madam Speaker, for the first time, I'll be thinking of praying that God will help us as an assembly, that we may take this assembly where it belongs. Madam Speaker, what we saw yesterday here, there was an attempted coup. And Madam Speaker, we thank you for your resilience. You are standing firm. And with these brains, let me tell you, we are going to work day and night. And I'm going to echo the words of Mheshimiwa Dominic from Mudhwani, that even if it means gazetting a special sitting for us to ensure the budget has passed, everything has passed. Madam Speaker, we are going to do so. And I want to assure the people of Machakos, it is time for us to ensure that you receive what you ask for. And those who are being used for political gain, I want to tell you that this is the house. You challenge us that we do things according to the standing orders, not calling people to come and echo in the bunge and ridiculing this very assembly that brought us here. We are going to work and we are going to use brains to help the people of Machakos. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support that report and motion on select committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Douglas.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for catching my eye. My name is Douglas Musyoka, representing Masi Ward. And I'm honored to be in this house today, Madam Speaker. The kind of calmness and peace in this house, I can't remember the last time it was witnessed. I still take the same opportunity to congratulate my colleague, honorable members, for going through against all odds and standing with the people of Machakos County to ensure that Machakos County Assembly is not in the book of shame, as it has mostly been named before. I wish with the same mood, we're in a position to move this county forward. Madam Speaker, I've stood to support the motion and welcome my dear brothers to the Committee on Selection. This assembly is run through business, which is generated through the committees. Madam Speaker, we also bear in mind that we were elected into this house by our people, others nominated through various parties to come and serve our people. I've always watched, Madam Speaker, and I've had hard time seeing some of my brothers suffer. For instance, Mheshimiwa Maeke. Someone was given an opportunity by his electorates to come and deliver and serve in this assembly. But through some of us, majority of our members have been denied that very glorious opportunity to serve. Now as we enter the second half of our service, it is the highest time we give these members an equal opportunity to serve in various committees. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I urge you, as you get into the prestigious committee on selection, let us ensure fairness. Let us ensure that all these members get the maximum number of committees so that their service is felt by the people of Machakos County. With those little remarks, I support the motion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Katiti. Honorable Katiti, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First and foremost, I want to thank you for your profound resistance and resilience that you have shown and that has led us to be here we are today. I want to say this. There are some lies and slanders that can be labeled against us who are here because we have stood to the truth. I want to assure the members here that we are the true members, we are the true soldiers that love Machakos County. I want to tell my people and our people and the staff in this county assembly and in the county government that our enemy is your enemy. Our fight is your fight, and our victory will be our victory. So now we are here so that we can set records straight, because the leadership that was there had labeled some issues, the bad news to us, against us, even to the executive and to the CEO of this county. I want to assure all the people that are watching us today that all will be well. And I want to implore what the previous speakers have said, that the committee of the selection be fair and allocate every member in this assembly a committee and give him or she a responsibility so that every member can hand. Our count was in a danger of being deformed. And even the glory of this count being a count of the people, by the people, and for the people, had gone away and has been turned to a account of cartels, by the cartels, and for the cartels. So please, I implore all the members here that we set the record straight, will not furnish anybody. We are here to serve the people of Machakos, and the glory of Machakos County is back. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I support the motion.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Mwanga.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Allow me to start by congratulating you for being strong. And Madam Speaker, in the scriptures, in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9, if you read, it is God talking to Moses, to Joshua, the heir of Moses. And he said, be strong and courageous. I want to congratulate you for exhibiting those traits. And when I was doing my master's, I'm doing my master's. It is ongoing. Okay. I remember one of the lecturers telling me, courage precedes all the other traits in a leader. You have exhibited a very good and normal trait of a leader. I want to say this, and this is to the executive and the powers that be. This assembly, through what you have gone through, we were fighting for the independence of this assembly. I want them to know that Machakos County Assembly is not an extension of the executive. And we are not going back. And I also want to assure the executive, all that is supposed to be done by this assembly, it is going to be done. Either the leadership is here, no, or whether it is not here, we are going to do what we swore to do. And I want to congratulate the new Wiper leadership in the office of the Deputy Whip. I want to say he is equal to the task. And for the period, and I want this one to go into record, for the period, the whip, the majority whip is going to be away. We have somebody who is equal to the task.
Thank you.
My brother, you have a whip and a carrot. Dangle the carrot and use the whip. Finally, members who stood with the speaker and the members who are in this assembly, these are true rimbalettas of Machakos County. There are some members who are yelling outside there. They don't serve the interest of the people of Machakos. They don't. If they were serving the interests of the people of Machakos, they should not be getting orders from somewhere else, but they should be using their brains. I'm not shy to say that they sold their brains. And it is very hard after selling your commodity to get it back. They will live without their brains for the remainder of the term. And that is why now they are crying outside there while we are debating in the House. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Member. Thank you very much. Honorable Joanna, you are the next in that order. Then Honorable...
Point of information, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, point of information.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, if you allow me and the House, maybe, because we have 3 such motions that are following one another, I don't know whether, because I think members have not been here for long, I think 2 or 3 months have been away, they would want to make comments. Why would you not think it wise, Madam Speaker, that probably we wind up with this motion? In the next one, you can have another team also making comments so that we also make progress in terms of appreciating the motions, because we have 3 of that nature. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Sorry, let me take progress, and members can make comment even in other motions. May I invite the mover to reply?
Thank you, honorable members, for such insightful contribution and also for supporting the motion. And I just want to echo the words of the speakers who have contributed that today is a Damascus moment for the County Assembly of Machakos, and we want to assure people the era of being threatened that you are going to be whipped for having an independent and objective opinion is over. Every member of this County Assembly will be given an opportunity to exercise their constitutional mandate that they were given. And also I want to appreciate the few members from the Wiper Party who have chosen to be objective. We have Honorable Ndi Kivuva, we have Honorable Daniel Mutinda Ndwiki from Mulolongo, we have Honorable Maitha, we have Vincent Apakaiwa, and we also have other members from the other parties, that is UDA. We have Honorable Mary Kituku. Thank you for rising up to the occasion. We have Honorable Ruth Wanjiru from the CCU party. Thank you for standing firm. And also also the members of the Maendeleo Chap. Let's unite. Let's restore hope and dignity for this assembly. There is nothing to be afraid of. This is where you belong, and we are going to serve uniformly and objectively to move Machakos forward. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I now put the question that pursuant to Standing Order 152, Suborder 1 on membership, Honorable Paul Mwanzia, Honorable Justice Mutuku and Honorable Phoebe Koki be discharged from the committee and be replaced with Honorable Evelyn Nzeki, Honorable Paul Wambua, and Honorable Francis Ngunga, respectively. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 11, motion, discharge and replacement of Committee on Powers and Privileges members.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kavyu to come forward and take us through that motion. Honorable Kavyu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Committee on Powers and Privilege is established pursuant to Standing Order 189A and Section 15(1)B of the County Assembly's Powers and Privileges Act 2017, further aware that to the above provision, the committee comprises of the Speaker, who shall be the chairperson, the Deputy Speaker, and not more than 3 other members nominated by the Assembly parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session, reflecting the relative majority of the seats held by each of the Assembly's parties and taking into consideration the interests of the independent members. Informed that the committee, pursuant to Section 15 of the Powers and Privilege Act 2017, is mandated to consider breach of privilege. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the above provision, I wish to move the motion that Honorable Constance Mbula and Honorable Mary Ndenya be discharged from the committee and be replaced by Honorable Joanna Munyao and Honorable Peter Kilonzo, respectively. Thank you. I call my deputy minority leader to second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I second the motion as it is.
Thank you, honorable members. I now propose the question that that Honorable Constance Mbula and Honorable Mary Ndenya be discharged from the committee and be replaced by Honorable Joanna Munyao and Honorable Peter Kilonzo, respectively. I now invite members to debate the motion, and I can call upon Honorable Joanna to comment and Honorable Peter Kilonzo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. May I am Honorable Johanna Munyao, representing the great people of Motituni, Ngelani Ward. I want, Madam Speaker, to start by congratulating myself for having been given an opportunity to serve in the Powers and Privileges Committee. And also thank my party, Maendeleo Chap, for seeing me fit to serve in that committee. Madam Speaker, we want to assure you personally that I am ready to serve in the committee. I am ready to work with all fairness and defend that committee such that just like the other committees, it won't be used for convenience by any quarters. It will work for these members. It will work for the people of Machakos County. Madam Speaker, because I had no chance to mention when selection committee was being debated, allow me also to congratulate the members who are appointed to serve in those committees and say that committees are the SI units of this assembly. They are the workshops. They are the workshops within which business is generated, and therefore when we have weak committees, we expect also to have either poor quality business in the house or no business. So I would implore upon the selection committee going forward
Please consider competences. Please consider abilities, qualifications, because we have the committees which go without business because either the chairs are unable to mobilize, they are unable to either drive the committees and generate business for this house. Madam Speaker, as much as we would wish to have everybody get some responsibility, I would request that the opportunity we've gotten to shape the legacy of this assembly under your leadership, we do things differently. Let everybody have a committee, let everybody have a responsibility, but let us consider people who can drive the committees so that the house becomes a little bit more vibrant. Madam Speaker, I would request that even as we sit to distribute members, we do it with all fairness. The scholars define personality in two elements. The psychomotor element, where physical strength is more than the cognitive domain, where brains take a lead. So I would request that we try to be different in the way we operate, and I am sure this is the right team seated here. And I want to congratulate this team because we've really fought for the independence of this assembly. We've really fought to be given space to work for the Machakos people, and the rest is propaganda. Whatever is being seen around, that it is like this team is not doing the right, we are saying that the executive should be prepared to be for this assembly because it is ready to oversight, to legislate, and someone even CECZ and other officers to come and tell this house, when we give you budget, what you are prepared to do. They should be prepared here to table reports as required, whether quarterly, because we have said independence will ensure that we are realigning our assembly to make sure that we have efficiency and effectiveness of another level. So, Madam Speaker, I want to appreciate for being given that opportunity to serve in the Powers and Privileges Committee, and assure members that when you have issues, please, you expect to meet a team which is ready to listen, a team which is ready to give you all fairness. But we will not entertain impunity, we will not entertain unprofessionalism. That one I can assure you for real. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Peter Kilonzo, then Honorable Matthew Ndunda, then Honorable Alphonse.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I would like to appreciate you for catching my eye. It is my first time to sit on this side. So I wanted to experience what others has been experiencing. Madam Speaker, the seat is very comfortable. It's warmer, and it is getting warmer and warmer. Madam Speaker, I want to appreciate my party and also appreciate our member, Honorable Mary Ndenya Kituku, who is here, for seeing it good, Peter Kilonzo to serve in Powers and Privilege Committee. Madam Speaker, I want to say that it is well provided for in the law. The Powers and Privilege Committee powers have been given by the County Powers and Privileges Act 2017, read together with our standing orders, and also the Constitution, that is our supreme law. I would like to implore our members to familiarize themselves with the County Assemblies and the Powers Privileges Act, because the ignorance of law is not a defense, Madam Speaker. I have seen so many people, I have seen so many honorable members who just act ignorantly, and then they say, we have the privilege to do so. We have the immunity. Madam Speaker, the Constitution of Kenya gives us the rights and also gives us the limitation of such rights in what we call constitutionalism. Madam Speaker, honorable members should know that the debates which we do here on the issues of civil nature and also criminality nature, they have also been provided by that act. Madam Speaker, any disorderly manner that is conducted by an honorable member, there is an extent to which cannot be conducted. I have gone through that act from that section 1 to the last section, and I have not seen anywhere the act is providing privilege for you to assault another member. It is not there. It is not there. It is not there. Madam Speaker, the roles of MCAs, the Constitution has given us fundamental roles, and then we have other multifaceted roles. We have the role of oversight, whereby we have to counter-check the executive to ensure that there is accountability and good governance. That's the oversight which we talk about. Madam Speaker, we talk about legislation. For example, today we have legislated. We are making laws which are binding to all of us. The other role is about the representation of people. We speak and we hear the views of our people at the ground, which we are doing. Then we have other peripheral roles like passing budgets and such stuffs. I want to blow members, let all of us do what brought us here. Madam Speaker, honorable members who have spoken before me, they have repeatedly said this, that it takes a courageous wildebeest to cross River Nile full of crocodile. It takes a courageous wildebeest to cross River Nile full of crocodiles. Madam Speaker, your courage, your determination has brought life and has brought love into our Machakos County. Therefore, we are behind you and we are going to support you. Then, Madam Speaker, I will say this. As an MCA, as an elected leader, nobody who should limit me doing what I'm supposed to do. We have seen other shenanigans during last times that they were saying there are businesses we should not pass through the House and Business Committee. Madam Speaker, that monster is dead and is kicking the last legs. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honorable Matthew Ndunda.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. First is to appreciate the House for considering to put all matters of war aside and put Machakos first. And foremost, I want to congratulate you, Madam Speaker. Hakika Waswahili walisema, usione simba amenyeshewa, ukamuita paka. Na hakika, today, you have shown the strength, at least to bring this assembly back. It has taken closely to 3 months plus back to our electorates. They have been asking us, what is this going on at Machakos? Indeed, we went for a recess. We never knew coming back it could be a chaotic, something which injured the picture of Machakos Assembly. But we thank God we are here today. I want to thank every member who is here. I believe as per the moment we are more than 27. That shows Machakos is with us. Regarding issues of power and privilege, I want to support this motion based in that indeed as members of Machakos County Assembly, we were given power by our people to represent them. And that is the so-called power. When it comes to the privilege, now we members, we are enjoying the very privilege. What I would request members of this committee and all members of the County Assembly, let's be aware our mandate is 5 years and now we are talking half term. So let's use the privilege we have been given very well, represent our people, and ensure what we give the executive, at least it's touched on the ground to our people to benefit. And therefore, in that manner, it will help us inclusive of all committees, especially the select committee. I thank to have seen at least likes of Ngunga. We have the new minority leader who are there. And also Madam Zeki, Honorable Mushimiwa from Kangundo East. Represent members fairly when you are going to select these members. If there are casualties in this assembly, I and Maeke, we have faced it the worst for the last 1.5 years. So we pray that all shall be well, and I support this motion fully, to at least to see the light of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Alphonse, very briefly.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm Alphonse Motinda, representing the great people of Kiva Ward. Madam Speaker, I want to begin with appreciating you as a able speaker and the honorable members of this house for the sanity which is being observed as we are seated here in the house. Madam Speaker, if there is somebody seated on our gallery who was seated yesterday, a time like this, even he or she could not believe whether we are the same honorable members who we were here. Madam Speaker, I'm not good in Bible study, but I can remember a verse which says, we should not allow ourselves to continue doing things wrongly, so that our benefits continue increasing. Madam Speaker, I know because we had some honorable members who are benefiting from wrong things. And I am sure they are outside there watching us, thinking we are here to do things in wrong way. I want to assure them, we are here to do the right things, just for one reason, because we need Machakos count to grow into the next high level. We want to take Machakos to the next level by only doing our rights, what we are supposed to do. Madam Speaker, I'm standing here to support the amendment which is being done today, because I believe they are now the initial for the sanity which we are seeing today here. And I believe now the same amendment will going to reflect in Machakos count in a positive terms. Let's Weber, who is having propaganda, we are fighting in assembly. Let him or she be ashamed. Honorable members, we are where we are just because of God. Let us believe in God, and I'm sure we will go far. So I support the changes of committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I now put the question that Honorable Constance Mbula and Honorable Mary Ndena be discharged from the committee and be replaced by Honorable Johanna Munyao and Honorable Peter Kilonzo. As many are of the opinion say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion say no, nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 12. Motion, discharge and replacement of members from Speaker's panel.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kavyu to come forward and take us through that motion. Honorable Kavyu, please.
Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Speaker's panel is established pursuant to Standing Order 14A, further aware that the committee shall comprise of 4 members to be known respectively as the first, second, third, and fourth members of the Speaker's panel, who may exercise all the powers vested in the Deputy Speaker. Informed that pursuant to Standing Order 14A-2, if the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker is unable to preside over the House, the Speaker shall appoint a member of the panel to preside the House. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 14A-1 on membership, I wish to move the motion that Honorable Anastasia Mutevu and Honorable Lloyd Mutua be discharged from the committee and be replaced by Honorable Grace Bahati and Matthew Ndunda respectively. Thank you. I call Honorable Maida to second the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just before I proceed to second this motion, I just want to give an highlight of just 1-2 committees that have been adopted by this Assembly. And one is the Committee on Powers and Privilege and the Committee on Selection. Madam Speaker, just in a nutshell, the Committee on Selection, I just want to throw a spanner in your box. I'm a ranking member in this Assembly. I came in this Assembly when devolution came after the promulgation of the Constitution in 2010. I thank the residents of Modwane for giving me the opportunity to serve in the first Assembly. And the period between 2013 and 2017, Madam Speaker, has been replicated once again in this Assembly. We are suffering, intimidation, undermining, and all manners of mistreatment happened so that it can try to silence members not to do what is right. And members suffered a lot, Madam Speaker, but for the sacrifice of a few, where I was one of them, Madam Speaker, we managed to achieve a lot, where some key privileges are being enjoyed by this honorable member seated here. And I saw from that day, Madam Speaker, that I will never punish any member of this Assembly and deny him or her any opportunity to exercise their legislative role that brought them in this Assembly. So I want to ask of the Selection Committee, kindly, if you're going and proceed to bring us a biased report, please don't bring it in this Assembly. We want to ensure all members are treated fairly. Even those members who have been expunged from committees, we will ensure every member get he or she what can benefit that member. Minimum 4 committees, and as some honorable member said, even creating opportunities even for responsibility allowances, so that those members can give their input. Let us not make a mistake of proceeding to punish any single member whatsoever. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Powers and Privileges is a very critical standing committee of this Assembly. In a nutshell, it is a disciplinary committee. It is a committee that needs members in that committee to work with a lot of sobriety, with a lot of to work without any unfairness, to work without any malice. You know, Madam Speaker, they have to, handle matters as they are and bring those reports in this Assembly. So I want also to implore of them that once you belong to that committee, you have to shelve all your personal vendetta, all your differences with any honorable member of this Assembly. irrespective of which affiliation they come from, so that you can serve justice. So I want to ask of them that they really get to understand what it really entails of being in the Powers and Privileges Committee, because that is where justice will come. And in the prevailing situation, I expect that committee to be very busy in the few coming months, and we expect justice to prevail for each and every one of us. Finally, Madam Speaker, on the matter before us that has been brought by Honorable Kabio, that I want to second. It is explicit that these members need to be given a privilege and an opportunity to serve. So I want to second and say that anyone who has been given any opportunity in any committee, in any manner in this assembly, must make sure that they just work as it is envisaged and as our standing orders entail. The committee on speakers panel is a very important and special committee. You are more or less like the speaker. And when you read the standing orders, section 14, and you proceed to sub-order 8, the speaker is given express powers. She cannot work with people who are biting behind her back. People who can go and persecute her. It is a confidential committee. It is more or less like the House Business Committee, where it is the engine of this assembly, where members who sit in the House Business Committee must go in that committee with a lot of sobriety. That everything that lands in the House Business Committee, whether good or bad, it must land in this House, and members deliberate on it and make a conclusive decision on it. It is not the House Business Committee to decide this motion cannot land in the House, in the floor of the House. If a member has forwarded business in the House Business Committee, let it be brought in the floor of the House, and then the House will decide. The Speaker's panel composition has to be comprised of members who are beyond any reasonable doubt to be trusted. If today the Speaker gives the honorable members, one of the honorable members who have been apportioned in that committee, to come and sit here, and they make biased decisions, Madam Speaker, it is going to plunge this House in a very bad situation, in a very awkward situation. So I want to implore those who have been given that opportunity, please make sure that you abide yourself and you win the trust of the Speaker, because she is the appointing authority, because she cannot work with people who are biased. She cannot work with people who are naysayers in our own committee. So I want to support this motion and say that, members, please, in any capacity that you are given an opportunity to work, even as chairs in committees, please work with diligence. Make sure that you make the best out of it and be trustworthy, so that you can be, you can be elevated to the next level by being a trustworthy person. I second this motion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Molinge. Oh, I propose. Oh, Honorable Maida was seconding. That was a long second. Okay. I now propose the question that Honorable Anastasia Mutevu and Honorable Lloyd Mutua be discharged from the Speaker's panel and be replaced by Honorable Grace Bahati and Honorable Matthew Ndunda, respectively. I now invite members to debate this motion. Honorable Molinge.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for catching my hand. Madam Speaker, I need to appreciate Honorable Kisila because of giving members another title. So as I stand, I am Super Joseph Mulinge, MCA Muvutiki Makimu. Madam Speaker, I need to support the motion because I've checked the members who are replacing the other members. These are good members, wise members, members who are not biased, and I'm very sure working with them, Madam Speaker, you will deliver what is required from you. Madam Speaker, Having said that, I need to congratulate you because you are a strong leader. You are a strong woman from Machakos County. Madam Speaker, it is written on the books. Machakos County Assembly was operating on the wilderness for the last 2 years and a half. And that one can be testified by one of our members, Maendeleo Chap. Somewhere in the barrio, he said, we have a boat led by a captain, that is Machakos Assembly. And that is boat, as per him, he was saying that the boat was sinking. So the reverence why I'm saying, we have been we were operating on the wilderness. It is because, Madam Speaker, in the wilderness, there are no roads. In the wilderness, oversight is not done. In the wilderness, no ECD classes. In the wilderness, again, no lights, no roads. But I need to thank you because now the assembly is operating at Machakos County Assembly. So I thank you because of standing firm, standing with the super members to regain the dignity of Machakos County. It was not you. It was out of the cry of the members we are representing. And came together. And through the Jonas who were holding you captive to make sure the boat will sink. So I'm happy. The people of Mvutike Makimwe, through the right oversight, supported by you, will make sure Machakos County will have good roads, medicine in the hospitals, lights, easy in the classes. So thank you, Madam Speaker, because of your boldness.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, members.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. At this point, Honorable